Good evening, passengers. This is your captain speaking. Today's journey will take us to the topic of airplanes. Since 1903, when airplanes were first founded by the Wright brothers, airplanes still to this day remain one of the world's most wonderful marvels. From the different shapes and different types of aircraft out there, to the people who actually build and manufacture and create the designs in these aircraft, and to the sophisticated and extensive amount of technology within each aircraft that makes it special on its own. Today you'll get a better view and insight on what an airplane is. Now that I've introduced you to airplanes, let's get a little bit more in depth. There are many types of airplanes, but these two are my favorite. The multi-engine airplane. The multi-engine airplane is a plane with two or more engines. Airplane, plane, aircraft, whichever way you call it, has fixed wings and is powered by propellers or jets. The other aircraft which I'm about to introduce you to is the small prop or small propeller plane. The small propeller plane is an airplane with an external propeller that is driven by a turbojet engine. Small prop planes are great for flying privately, recreationally, for whatever purpose, with a typical range of 15,000 and some, and they could even go up to speeds of 300 knots. It's the rotary motion through the airplane flying through the air, which causes a difference in air pressure between the front and the back surfaces of its blades. That's what keeps the aircraft aloft. Now that I've introduced you to the different types of airplanes, I would like to inform you about the major manufacturers. The major manufacturers of an airplane is just as important as who fly the plane. Boeing is a U.S. company that makes aircraft, and its well-known passenger planes include the 707, the Boeing 737, and the Queen of the Skies, the 747. In 1997, Boeing also joined other companies to create a satellite made to connect us down on Earth with internet. Boeing products and tailored services include commercial and military aircraft, satellites, weapons, electronics, defense systems, launch systems, advanced information and communication systems, and performance-based logistics and training. The next manufacturer I'd like to introduce you is Airbus. Airbus is an aircraft designed to carry many passengers economically, especially over relatively short trips. Airbus and Boeing are two of the biggest rivals within the aviation industry right now. For anybody interested in aviation, try to keep your tabs on that. It's pretty interesting. Only 20 world runways can carry Airbus's biggest aircraft, the A380, which is the world's largest commercial jetliner in the world. The Airbus A380 is designed to fly for over 140,000 hours, meaning it can fly around the world 1,000 times in its lifetime. Now that I've informed you about the major airplane manufacturers, I will tell you about airplanes today. The technology behind the airplane is what makes the airplane. Which allows such as the new fleet of Boeing 787s, which all come with Wi-Fi, which allows any passenger for the opportunity to be connected to the internet at all times. That's pretty cool nowadays that everything that we have today is all connected through Wi-Fi. So I find that pretty interesting. Also, each generation of new aircraft has double-digit fuel efficiency and improvements up to 25%, which makes these aircraft up to 25% more fuel efficient. That is major in the airlines nowadays because gas prices are high, as we all know, even for our cars. So imagine a big jumbo jet or a big airplane like that. So that's pretty amazing. There are also these new ridiculous regulations made by the FAA within these actual aircraft, such as the United States may soon extend its ban on computers in the cabin on some flights from Middle East and Africa to more airports. I'm guessing it has to do with all the wars going on in that area. So whichever way you feel about it, there's no right or wrong answer, in my opinion. Also, passengers can be fined up to $300 if they do not declare any food or beverage items within their luggage. So if you're coming through TSA and you have some kind of fruit or some kind of food within your luggage, please announce it, because if they do find it without you telling them, you can be fined and placed on the watch list, meaning each time you travel within any U.S. airport, they're going to check your bags, whether you mean no harm or nothing. So be very mindful of that. Now that I have informed you about airplanes today, I will now conclude this speech. Airplanes will forever be one of the world's greatest modern marvels. Airplanes, such as the different types of airplanes, and the people behind it, and the technology. That's what really makes the aircraft. The technology itself is what sells the aircraft. Thank you for listening to my speech today, and once again, thank you for flying with me today.